de WhatsApp.
Ay, siempre es lo mismo. Sorry, teacher. Let me check.
No, ¿verdad?
A ver, a ver.
Dice, para que sepa la
No.
academia que
Yes,
estamos
in
en
this
clase.
moment.
Ujú,
Okay, teacher. I always forget
y
this.
que sepa que estamos acá, ¿no?
Okay.
Very good, okay. So, Guille, how was your day today, Guille? What did you do
Fine,
today?
thank you. Great. I went to
Okay,
the gym in the morning. Then I
very good.
went to the downtown. Downtown. Aquí,
Very
así
good.
se dice en el centro de Querétaro.
Very good, yes.
I went to downtown I go for a walk and I bought sneakers and I only was walking around. And then I came back
Okay.
to home, do some houseworks and rest.
I did some housework. I did some housework
I did, yes, sure.
and
I
rested,
did
and
some
I rested.
housework and then yes.
Very good, Guille. Guille, I have a question, Guille. I think I asked this previously, also to the group. When, Guille, when did you start these classes? In December?
No, on January 6th or 7th, I think. And we are going to finish the classes on May. Let me see, because I asked last week.
Okay.
Let me check.
May, very good.
We finished on May 5th.
On May 5th. Okay.
Mhm.
Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay. May 5th. Okay. It's almost finished. Okay.
Yes, almost
Wow.
three
This is like
weeks, more or less. And
three more weeks.
yes,
Okay. Well, it is almost over. Okay.
yes, I don't know what I'm going to do this exam because I'm kind of nervous. I feel kind of nervous, and I feel I need to study some topics. I need to prepare the best, and I don't know
Okay. And when are you going to take the exam?
when. I don't know.
Exactly.
No, I don't know.
And
Maybe
are you going to take the exam through the academy or outside the academy?
no with you with the academy.
Okay, with the academy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And how much is the exam in the academy?
I don't know. I need to ask this information because I cannot remember. And let me check. Aquí no está. Wait, let me see. And the
Really?
exam takes 1 day, 2 days. I don't know. Do
It's
you know?
supposed in 1 day, Guille.
Okay.
But it's kind of a long examination, okay?
Yes, I know.
And by long, I mean maybe at least 2 or 3 hours of exam.
Okay. Including
Mhm.
listening, speaking, everything.
Exactly, listening, speaking, reading, and writing.
Okay.
So I know, Guille, I know that the exam costs around 5,000 or 6,000 pesos. That's
Okay.
why I'm
Between
asking.
5 and 6. Okay.
Okay, but I don't know, Guille, if the academy has an agreement with Cambridge in order to get lower prices, or
Okay.
that is the usual price, okay, like the standard price. Or if the academy has an alliance, I must guess, okay, I should say that the exam should be cheaper. If they don't have an alliance, so the exam will cost around 5,000 or 6,000 pesos. The full exam.
Okay, I'm going to check that information.
Very good. Ask them if they have an alliance. If they have an alliance, I mean, if they really have an alliance, okay, it will be cheaper.
Cheaper, okay.
For
I
example,
get, oh,
do you know Anglo-Americano?
yes.
Okay, the academy, no, the English academy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Anglo-Americano has an agreement with um, with Cambridge for lingua esquina for many
Mm-hmm.
many Cambridge exams, and for them, for the students who study at Anglo-Americano and who take the examination through Anglo-Americano, the exam is cheaper. But but obviously, Cambridge demands on certain requirements. For example, they demand for an exam administrator who who should be a teacher who should have at
Ah,
least
okay.
C1 or C2 level. So it's not like any any person. No, it has to be a certified English teacher who has the lingual skill certification at least, but at least in
Okay.
C1 or C2.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Yes, I'm going to
those are
check
things that you
this
have to
information.
ask the academy, no?
Okay. Danny, do you
Mhm.
know how much the exam costs?
Through the academy?
Mm.
No, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yes, that is important to know, okay? Because if they really have an alliance, it should be lower. If they don't have an alliance, it's going to be like that 5,000 or 6,000 pesos the exam,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
So I I don't know either, okay? So if I knew, I will tell you, but I don't know. I'm just telling you the prices for any standard school. Obviously, any student who feels he or she has the level can contact one of the application centers, one of the Cambridge application centers, and the exam is in that price, okay, 5,000 or 6,000. But I also know that, for example, Anglo Americano has an alliance with them, and the exam is around 3,000 or maybe 4,000 pesos for Anglo
Oh,
Americano students. Mhm.
okay.
So,
I think Anglo Americano is the cheapest one because I was a few years ago I was checking the TKT test and Anglo Americano was like the cheaper one. Like the for the
okay,
models they were like 1,200 for for each
exactly.
model. But
Okay.
other schools they had it like in 1,900. So it was like
Yes.
a big difference.
Yes.
Exactly. Why? Because they do have an alliance with Cambridge. But as I repeat, okay, in order to have an alliance, okay, Cambridge requires certain specific profiles, okay, for the people who are going to admin the exams in the academy. So it's not like any administrator he or she must be a certified English teacher. Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Very good. Okay.
Perfect.
So basically, this course will finish on May 5. Okay. So it's like almost
May
let's say
5,
3 weeks,
May 5 and one more week.
which is May 12th.
Yes. Yes.
No. Very good. So it's like one, two, three weeks and a half. Okay. Wow, friends.
Yeah.
Time flies. Okay.
We
Time
almost
flies. Okay.
we almost
Very good.
finished. Yes.
Very good. So, Guille,
And what do you think?
you are going to take
uh,
to me or Guille?
no, you teacher, you do you think we have the
Ah, okay.
skills?
Well, I think you are ready for the exam, okay?
I don't know how to
I
say
think
that.
I think you are ready for the exam, okay? But I don't know, friends. Like I think that time has to go by. So, a question with me: how many teachers have you had so far with me?
Two.
Two more teachers or three more teachers with me?
No, no, no. With you, two teachers.
You're the
You
second
are the
one.
Okay,
second. Yes.
I'm the second one. Okay, very good. Okay, okay. And before with the first teacher, I mean, what kind of topics were you? What kind of topics did you study with him or with her?
Mm. Mm. We
It was
checked. Uh-huh.
conditionals, and I think
Passive.
that was it. Oh, passive voice. Yes.
Mm.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. So, and he or she never told you about the lingual skill exam and the features of the exam, the characteristics of the exam. No.
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 Okay,
Mm.
okay. That is we. Okay, okay, that's very good. Okay, okay. So basically, you will finish this course on May 12th. Okay, because May 5 is Monday, so we're going to still working on that week, which is May 12th. Okay, very good. Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. Yes, I am asking you because, as you know, I'm studying a doctoral degree, and in May, I have to connect with the doctors, okay, for the subject in order to have sessions, okay. Although it's an online doctoral, they will require us to be online with them, obviously taking some lessons, okay, taking some topics about the subject. But if you finish on May 12th, okay, I can wait, okay. I will wait in order for you to finish on May 12th, okay. Very good, friends, okay. Okay, very good. Okay, so listen, okay, so Guille had a relaxing day, very good, a very relaxing day, very good. What about Denise? How are you doing, Denise?
Today it was busy.
Busy.
I can.
Why, Denise?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I paint some furniture. Like settle some stuff for the backyard, and
Very good.
it was a good day. I like these type of days when I have a lot of things
Excellent,
to do.
Denise. Okay, okay. So you were like busy working, okay, doing handcraft, kind of handcraft, okay? Very good, okay? Okay. What about, let's say, please, Itzel, how are you day, Itzel?
Mm, it was a tiring day, but luckily I don't have. Well, I have, but right now I don't have like a lot of homework because
Oh,
I have 1 week vacation.
okay, 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 excellent, Denise, okay. So you are like relaxed day. And okay, and Itzel, so if you don't have much homework, okay, what do you do? Do you go out? Do you stay at home? I don't know.
Um, currently I am working, and because
Oh, really?
in this yes, because in this period I don't like to go out because all places are very crowded, and oh no, I don't like it. I prefer to be working.
Very good. Okay, okay. So you are working on what? Are you working in a store, in a family business? I don't know.
Uh, in a pharmacy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. What do you do there, Isel?
Um, I am. How do you say encargada?
I am in charge of. I am in charge of.
I am in charge of yeah of the mm, mm, how do you say local? Yeah.
Okay, I am in charge of all the business. Isel?
Yes. Yes, I
Very,
do everything. I take care
very
of
good, Isel.
the.
Excellent. Very good. Amazing, amazing. Very good. Okay. Okay. Well, let's say Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia. Good evening, Sylvia. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. Great teacher.
Excellent. Sylvia, how are you doing today, Sylvia? What do you do?
So today it was a little bit busy. I went to the
Okay.
SAT to
SAT. Ah, yes.
SAT.
To SAT office.
Yes, because I need my e-signature.
Ah, yes. Exactly, exactly, exactly. That, okay. Excellent. Sylvia. And Sylvia, did you get it?
Only an appointment, no, a date,
An appointment, an appointment, an appointment. Okay.
an appointment.
Okay, okay, okay. You know, Sylvia, when is your appointment? Tomorrow or no?
No, next Monday at 10 o'clock.
Very good. You know, Sylvia, when you go there, they will ask you to register your eyes, your fingerprints, photographs, and many things. I got it last year, my new e-signature, and they treat you, Sylvia, they treat you as if you were a criminal and you were going to be into a federal jail because they take
Oh,
data from you, but they take a very personal and very digital data from you. For example, they take photographs of your eyes. Not, I mean, not only a photograph, but it's like a special machine, like a visor, and where they take a photograph from your eyes, from your retina, okay, the suratina.
ah,
Then they take all your fingerprints, okay, on a scanner. Then they take you like three or four photographs, like a face to face, side, right side, left side, okay, and from the top, okay. So
oh,
that's horrible, Sir, horrible. Sir. I believe Sir, that should be illegal, okay. Why? Because it's like going to be into a federal law. Those are the kind of things, okay, that they require to criminals like Chapo Guzman when he was into a federal law. It was exactly the same. Digital fingerprints, okay, photographs from your retina, okay, a photograph from your face, okay, right side, left side, from the front and from the top, okay. But
I
but we,
didn't
we
know
cannot do
that, teacher.
anything. Yes, no, no, it's a horrible experience. Yeah. I disagree with that. But on the other side, Sylvia, if you don't do that, you won't get your e-signature. So if you want
All
your
right.
e-signature, you have to you must go under those requirements. I mean, there is no way to say no.
Oh,
You see, they they
right,
they,
teacher.
they assure, Sylvia, they assure, ellos aseguran, they assure that that data is going to be stored internally into SAT. Okay, but I don't believe in zero. Okay, but I will say, but if you want your signature, we cannot do anything. Okay, but that is
Yes,
illegal.
teacher.
I
I need
consider
it.
I consider that as illegal. Okay, but what can we do, Sylvia? Okay,
Nothing. Yes.
very good, Sylvia. Okay, okay, Vanessa, very good. Okay, it's good to know. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you, which is today, April 15, 2025. It says goal. By the end of the class, yes, we'll practice Word, okay, and Word and its different, okay, uses. Okay. Okay, last class we were studying about Word, okay, and the main uses and the many uses it has, okay. So please write down the date and please write down the goal. Okay, very good. Okay, friends. So here it says from the book, it says grammar uses of Google. It says read the sentences in the grammar box. It says match them with the rules below. For example, uses of Google. We have already seen this, okay, in the file that I shared with you. It says, would you mind telling us that the story you told me earlier? I wouldn't accept it. I had to stand up for myself. C, you think so? D, she asks if I would leave the room. E, in the early days, I would run up against attitudes like that a lot. Use would, okay, for example, to refer to past habits or typical expected behavior, sentence, okay. To make a polite request, sentence. To express an opinion in a polite way, sentence. To report a statement or a question with will, sentence, okay. To talk about what someone is willing or unwilling to do, sentence, okay. If I'm going to share this with you on the WhatsApp group, this obviously is in your book, okay. Okay, there it goes, okay. Let me share it with you. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Ah, creo que falta Silvia, ¿no? Silvia que se registre en el grupo de WhatsApp. Very good. Okay, for example, okay, look at this. Let me share screen with you. Okay. Okay. First of all, it says, would you mind telling us that story you told me earlier? Okay. This one. To make a polite request is sentence A. Okay. Okay. Here, okay. Mhm. They, okay, to make a polite request, okay, sentence A. Very good. Okay, please continue with the rest, okay? And then we check. I think this will be really, really easy for you. Okay, I think it's easy. Okay, let's see. What about, let's say, please, Guille, to refer to past habits or typical expected behavior, Guille. Which sentence is that?
To refer to past habits or typical expected behavior, it's letter E.
Very good.
In early days,
Excellent. Very
I
good.
would run
Okay.
up again.
Very good. Okay. Good. What about, let's say, Sylvia? It says to express an opinion in a polite way.
Mm, letter C.
Yes, Sylvia?
Sí, teacher.
Yes, to express an opinion in a polite way. Sentence.
Letter B.
Let there be. Very good. Okay, pensé que se habías conectado. Okay, very good. Let there be. Okay. What about, let's say, Denise? To report a statement or a question with will.
Letter D.
Let there be. Very good. Okay. And finally, let's say Itzel. To talk about what someone is willing or unwilling to do. It's obviously
Letter C.
very good. Itzel. Super easy. Very good. Let us see. Very good. Okay. Okay, man. Look at this. It says very work. It says rewrite the prompts, okay, to create use questions using Word. Ask a panel questions. Answer the questions your panel asks you. For example, what do weekend's childhood? Feel comfortable, tell something personal. What expectations strangers have you? What do if a stranger insult you? For example, number one, it says this, I'm going to also share this with you. Okay. It's another activity. There it goes. Okay. 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 Look at this. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay. There it goes. Is what do weekends childhood? Okay. For example, question one it says, what would you do? Okay. Okay. What would you do? Okay. On weekends, or what would you do in your childhood? Okay. On weekends. What would you do in your childhood on weekends? Okay. Remember, would for this example is used to express something that you did in the past, but it doesn't happen anymore in the present. And the difference with used to is that would is means or it reflects a purpose, your intention to do it. Okay. That it was your will, que era su deseo, it was your will to do it. Okay. What will you do in your childhood on weekends? Okay. Okay, please. What about please and do or write the correct questions for number 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Very good. Obviously, my ladies here in the questions, there are some missing words. Okay. So there are the questions, they are incomplete, and you can need to add, okay, the correct words for them. Okay.
All the questions are incomplete?
Exactly, yes. You need to add something extra. For example, line
Okay.
9, okay, what would you do in your childhood, okay, on weekends?
Mhm, mhm.
Mhm. Good.
I think I finished, teacher.
Very good, okay. So, okay, let's wait for your panel, okay? Very good. Okay, I started with, let's say, Denise. Remember number two, Denise. Feel comfortable, uh, tell something personal.
Would you feel comfortable telling something personal?
Would you feel, okay, comfortable, okay, telling something very good, very good, personal, very good, okay. Okay, well, let's say, Guille, please tell me, Guille, what expectation strangers have you?
Is for me, teacher?
Yes, Guille, yes, number three, yes,
Yes.
yes. What expectation strangers have you?
I can hear. Okay, sorry, teacher. I can hear you.
No? Well, what
Yeah,
about
yeah,
my
yeah,
yourself?
yeah,
Can you
yeah.
hear me? Very good, okay. What expectation strangers have you? Silvia? Sorry, Guille.
Okay. I wrote, what expectation would you have about strangers?
What expectations, okay, would you have, okay, from
About
strangers?
strangers, from strangers.
From
Okay.
strangers. Okay. What expectations would you have from strangers? Very good, okay. Silvia, please, Silvia, number four, Silvia, what do if strangers insult you?
What would you what will you do if a stranger insult you?
If a stranger, okay, insulted you, okay,
Mm.
what would you do if a stranger insulting you? Okay, this is second conditional, okay. Very good, okay. Okay, miss, very good. So far, so good, okay. Look at this, says, look at the actions in the box. It says, at what age do you think a person is too old or too young, okay, to do them? For ideas, watch Rocky's, okay, video. For example, okay, it says, take a pose, a selfie, go to a musical festival, start a business, ride a skateboard, okay, to and from work, own a pet, get a tattoo, wear jewelry, drive boat. For example, you can use some sentences, okay? For example, like this, okay? You can say, I will say, okay, I will think, okay, very good, okay. You can say, I will admit, okay, I will declare, okay. For example, you can say, I will say, look at this, I will say a baby is too young, okay, to have or to own a pet. Okay, I will say a baby is too young to own a pet. Okay, oh, yes, choose one of them. Okay, choose one of them, and then please give your opinion using too old or too young. Okay, like my example, I will say a baby is too young to own a pet. Okay, you can use any of these. Okay, so please choose one, pick out one. Okay, and please write your opinion. Okay, and then I will ask you about that. Okay, very good. Okay, I think it's easy. Okay, let's see. I start with Denise. Please tell me your opinion, Denise, please.
I would declare a person is too old to get a tattoo.
Very good. Very good. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Itzel. What is what is your opinion, Itzel, about any of these issues, Itzel?
I used to get a tattoo. I would think a teenager is too young to get a tattoo.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Okay, good, good. Well, Guille, please, what is your opinion about any of these issues, Guille, please?
Okay, this is true. Okay, I would admit that at my age, last Sunday, I got a tattoo.
Really, Guille? Let me
Yes,
let me go to the meeting. Guille, really? And Guille, was it,
really.
Guille,
Sure, my
a big
second
tattoo or a small tattoo?
my second tattoo. It's on my uncle. It's a small one.
On my
It's a cross.
Guille, on your uncle?
No, tobillo.
On your uncle. Uncle.
Uncle.
Uncle.
Ah, mi
Uncle.
tío no, ¿verdad?
No, eso que no, Guille, I don't think your uncle, no. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, on your uncle. Okay. And Guille, was it a big tattoo or a small
Yes, in
tattoo?
my uncle, its size is 5 centimeters, and it's a cross and the word faith. Faith.
Faith. Okay, okay.
Yes,
Guille, was it painful?
more or less, but I feel more horrible in my here.
I felt horrible. I felt horrible.
I felt horrible here, not like on my
Okay,
ankle. Yes.
okay, okay,
It
Guille.
says
On your wrist.
chosen on my
Uh-huh.
wrist. It says chosen and the Christian fish and Josue 1:9.
1 9. Okay, 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 okay. Very good. Guille, and how much did you pay for those tattoos, Guille?
600
600
pesos.
pesos for each one.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Wow, Guille, very good, okay. Guille, that's amazing, Guille. Okay. You know, Guille, I have also wanted to do a tattoo, but but
Yes.
I chicken out. I chicken out. Okay, I chicken out. Okay, chicken out. Le saco. Le tengo miedo. ¿No? I chicken out for the pain. Okay, I think it's painful, no, Guille?
Yes, it's painful, but it worth
Okay,
¿cómo se dice? How do you say vale la pena?
it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yes. It worth it.
Guille,
Yes.
I have a theory for that, Guille. My theory is
Tell me.
that once you get the first tattoo, you cannot stop.
Yes, I know. My children told me that, and
Really,
yes,
Guille?
that is
Oh
true.
my
Yes,
God.
that is true. So
Okay,
I
okay.
need to be very, very focused on only 2 tattoos, and that's all. Yes.
How you do?
It's your turn,
Come
teacher.
on. Is what?
It's your
No, Guille,
turn,
no, no,
teacher.
imagine, no. No, imagine, no, no, Guille, no, y mi imagen, Guille, no, no, no. Y mi imagen, Guille, just Guille, yeah, my dear says, imagine the situation, okay? One day, I traveled to Mexico City, okay? No, let's suppose, okay? For any reason, okay? For a job interview, for doing some time meeting, okay? For any reason, okay? And then in Mexico City, I decided to have a tattoo done on myself, okay? Very good. Maybe, for
Uh-huh.
example, my wife's name, no, on my chest. Okay. So when
Uh-huh.
I get back home, okay, and my wife, we obviously will see her name on my chest. he will kill me, Guille. The next day I won't connect, okay? Because I will be dead, okay? No, Guille, that will be a murder, okay? It will be a murder, Guille, okay? No, Guille, that is, no, Guille, no, no. Definitely not for me, okay?
Okay.
Definitely, Guille, okay? No, yeah,
Okay.
the next day, I won't connect. The next day, you and Vanguardia will be looking for me. Okay, where is Master Miguel? Master Miguel is he has passed away. Okay, he has passed away. Okay, no, Guille, no, no, no. Imagine, Guille, no, no. But, okay.
Okay,
What,
teacher.
what about Denise? Do you have any tattoos, Denise? If so, how many tattoos do you have, Denise?
No, I have think about like getting a tattoo.
I have thought about,
I
I
have
have,
thought getting a tattoo
huh?
only for security reasons. That's the only thing, the only way
Uh,
that I could like make my son or I like get a tattoo.
yes,
Only for that.
for
But
security
not,
reasons.
yeah,
Okay, okay. Denise,
for
but I don't see the, I mean the I don't see the connection between having a tattoo and security purposes. Where the connection is?
oh, sometimes, well, when my son goes on a trip or something for like going out from the school, I always write
Yes.
on his arm the my phone number and some details. So if he
Oh,
gets
really, really,
lost
Denise?
or something, yes, that's I always do that. So that's the reason, because um I, I don't know, we live in a very insecure city, and sometimes they recognize the bodies with the tattoos.
Oh,
So
come
that's
on, Denise.
why.
No, Denise, that's cruel, Denise. No, come on, Denise. No,
Yes, yes.
that's very pessimistic, Denise.
that
No, Denise.
that's the reason why I'm telling you that, for security reasons. But
Oh,
but,
not
but, but, but no, Denise. According to President Claudio Sheinbaum, Mexico is one of the safest countries in the world. Okay, according to our president, okay, there is no violence, no criminal, no murders, no disappearance, no drug dealing in Mexico. Denise, what? Come on, Denise, what happened? Okay, oh, come on, Denise. You know, Denise, that action that you do with your son, okay. I remember, Denise, I remember my mother doing the same with me when I went to elementary school. I don't know why, Denise, for some reason, my mother always, when I was in elementary school, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, okay, I remember my mother, Denise, forcing me, listen, forcing me to wear a shoelace, okay, with a card, with a hand. Obviously, in those years, we didn't have computers, we didn't have printers, okay. A card with a handwritten by herself, okay, with my name, my phone number, my blood type, my address, and for me, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous to go. Imagine this, okay, to go to elementary school wearing this card, okay. So, but I don't know. That was really crazy for my mother because we were living in Veracruz City. Imagine many years ago. Okay, many. Right now I am 50, so imagine how many years I am talking about. Okay, but yes, she forced me to wear this
it's,
hat with a shoelace. Okay?
it's because we love you so much that
Ay, Denise,
I,
come
I,
on, Denise. Okay,
I, I, I know it's like, it can sound like ridiculous, but it makes me feel uh
yes,
like like
safe.
in Saved.
Yes.
But then it's maybe
Mm,
not ridiculous, but maybe, but come on, Gigi, sorry, Dennis, it's shocking, no? Shocking the missions, okay? Why? Because it means that we are living in a very unsafe place and in a very insecure state, okay? And that is bad and that is sad, okay? Mexico should be like
yeah, I
that,
know.
okay? That is sad, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. What about Itzel? Itzel, have you ever done any tattoo on yourself, Itzel? If so, Itzel, how many tattoos do you have so far?
Not to try, I don't have any tattoo. And if I ever got one, maybe
Okay,
it will be
yes.
like something very, very small, like on my wrist or on my
Okay, okay, okay.
mm, on my ankle.
On your ankle, very good, okay, okay, very good, okay, okay. What about Sylvia? Sylvia, have you ever done a tattoo on yourself, Sylvia? If so, Sylvia, how many tattoos do you have so far?
No, teacher, I don't have any tattoo, and I didn't think about that.
No?
No, teacher.
I
My sister, my sister has four four children, and she
yes.
has a tattoos, a little feet like this here.
Okay, there. Very good. Okay, very good. Okay,
But
okay, okay.
uh,
Very
me,
good,
I
friends.
don't,
Okay.
I didn't.
And for
If
you,
we
Sylvia,
pass
no.
the exam, if we pass the exam, we must get a tattoo all together with our names. Aquí, Denny, Silvia. Este,
No,
¿Estás seguro?
que
¿Por
ya
qué?
will tattoo. C2.
Sí, tú, exacto.
sí, tú, igual. A
Oh,
sad
come on,
face,
my lady.
maybe a sad face here.
A sad face. Oh, come on.
Yes,
Why a sad face? Come on, my lady. It's okay. That is too extreme. Okay. No, no, my lady. Imagine
Is
something.
teacher, is it extreme the tattoo or asking for C2?
No, no, the tattoo. No, obviously. No, no, no. Come on. Okay, no, 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 no. No, the tattoo. Okay. No, 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 no. No. Remember, for lingual skill, the highest level you can reach, remember, is C1. Lingual skill won't take you to C2. Okay. So the highest level for lingual skill remember, the maximum is C1. That's why the material that we are using in class is C1 level. Okay. Very
Okay.
good. Okay. Very good. Okay. That
Okay.
is extreme. Okay. No, imagine having my students that too. Okay. Very good. Okay. Well,
I
I
am
think I'm
vanguardia
missing
team.
vanguardia. Oh, come on. Sí, yeah, very good. Okay. Ay, come on, my ladies. Well, that is also extreme, Silvia. Okay. That is also extreme. Okay. Ay, come on, Silvia. Very good. Friends. Okay. I think I'm missing Silvia. No, Silvia, your opinion, Silvia, no? Or yes, Silvia, it's done.
pardon, teacher. Pardon, teacher.
I think you are missing,
Ah,
Silvia, not to tell me
this
your opinion or not yet, or
okay.
finish.
No, not yet.
Okay, very good.
I
Okay, Silvia, please.
I I lost my sentence. I don't know, but I will say
Please.
I am too too old to
Good.
ride a skateboard to and from work.
Very good. Well, me too, Silvia. Okay, no, not only you, me too. Okay, I wouldn't skate. I wouldn't ride a skateboard. Okay, actually, I can never ride a skateboard. Okay, why? Because I chicken out. Okay, falling down and having a bone broken. Okay. Very well, friends. Okay, listen. So we need to do a listening activity. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you. Okay, I think we won't have the time, but let's do it for you to read it. Okay, on for tomorrow. Okay, you just Read the information, okay? That is, listen, that is a challenging listening, okay? Because this I'm going to semester, okay? Why challenging? Look at this. First, please analyze, okay, the information. It says, look at the picture, okay? What do you think is happening? Who is participating? Why not? Basically, here we have to get two opinions, okay, in which people agree. That is letter B. Letter C, my friends, is even more challenging. Why? Because we need to read the sentences and we have to decide based on their opinions if E, they have the exactly the same experience, or D, different experience and produce the same feeling. So here is more like an analysis based on the listenings. That's why the homework will be read letter B and letter C, and tomorrow we will listen to them. Okay. Okay, friends. So that we all for today. Okay, today time flew. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Renee. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye
Take care.
bye.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.